I am the messenger, not the message. I don't know who comes before me when I'm doing a reading. Now, again, this is about asking and then getting out of the way. If you notice, this reading started, I didn't have the question.
Just had a reading with Ejay and Anna, and according to my protocol of how I wanted to run the podcast is Ejay does not know who's coming on, or doesn't even receive a name. He just shows up. No, you
I didn't have the question. And when I started, and even before the question, I drew these cards. And when I said, does this make sense to you? The words were, yes, it does. And that's because I have no business in getting in the way of what Spirit is going to give me, because I trust what I get.
Absolutely. And as he told me that he could tune into the question without knowing the question, all I had to do is guide you to basically be very clear about the question. It's also because we're not talking to him and not telling him anything. What are my gifts?
Whenever the oracle cards come out, this is the card of the medium. And the theme I got was a medium who basically is unsure about their gifts, and they're really curious about what their gifts are about or what they're able to do.
The self-doubt, this, can I actually do it? That because you're not trusting or not sure. So he tuned into that immediately. He said that you felt trapped. And this is exactly the situation that you feel. It's actually really feel that word, right? And then he also came up, and I have an exclamation mark here. He tuned in. Your question is, what's my next step?
I feel like you're really boxed in, you're closed in. Get out. What's my next step? I don't want this anymore. It feels like you're in a situation which has plateaued or done all it could do, but there's a calling, something's drawing you towards a different direction, something new and uncharted. Okay, who's doing this pushing? Okay, when you're ready, please reveal yourself, because I really would like to know too. Who's doing this pushing? It's really interesting. I'm getting Hindu energy here. I'm getting Hindu energy. And when I'm elephants. It's fun, I'm surrounded by elephants.
I have not.
No, I didn't know.
No, I haven't mentioned it to anybody. I mean, I'm not doing any special ritual. It's just that recently I started incorporated things, Lord Ganesh, which I thought it was very...
Let's call it, other people would say coincidence. Other people would say eerie, spooky, or statistical anomaly, or you're really guided.
No, I think so. I think, yeah.
We don't think, we know.
Because you didn't know that. I haven't mentioned it.
I didn't know it. I would have remembered, but
anybody. No, I just, yeah. So it's interesting, and I thought the fact that he suggested working with Lord Ganesh, I thought, wow, but it makes sense because he's the remover of obstacles. Or he mentioned blockages, but I see him as the obstacles, but it's the same thing.
Okay. And it's funny, I was speaking today about Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesha is pushing you. Okay. So the opening of your energy is going to be around actually connecting with Lord Ganesha. Lord Ganesh wants to work with you because your work is actually clearing blockages. Makes sense. Clearing blockages and transforming people's lives. And the reason is because there are major blockages in your world that needs clearing, and usually we become the very things that we resolve, and then we resolve it for others.
Thankfully.
Is this making sense for you?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because your work is to clear blockages. You're going to get a multitude of people with also a blockage. That's a blockage for you. You will clear it. That's the gift. That's the skill. That's the connection. And that's why Lord Ganesh has stepped through, because his gift is to clear obstacles. Is to clear blockages. He doesn't care what the blockages are. They're in his way, he's going to clear them. If they're in your way, you're going to clear them. And part of that clearing is the fact that as you embark on this journey of your own clearing of your own blockages, which we do all the time, and when you start connecting to Lord Ganesh or Lord Ganesha, the trust will grow in that place, because when that starts to grow, it will start to bring to you the appropriate types of human energies, or humans having spiritual experiences, or spirits having human experiences, where their vibration and that tribe will start to come to you and to support you. This is going to be a real big shift for you, a real big 360-degree spin.
I know for sure that you're helping a lot of people with this reading, because I think a lot of us, when we are pushed by the guides or our higher self or future self, we sort of need extra messages or courage. But a lot of people, I think, who are needing to play another role, they might get a lot of benefit from listening to you, and maybe do things, with somebody around them that would help them confirm that they are not crazy when they are meditating and Lord Ganesh shows up. It's not that they're making it up. It's not their imagination. There is a real energetic resonance with how this God has to show up, or this archetype has to show up, to infuse you with certainty that your gifts are real and that your gifts are here to help yourself on the path, but also to help others. Yeah, exciting.
I think also what I liked, and I didn't expect, although I might have, for him to confirm this part of the medium side of things. Probably because there's a self-doubt thing, and it was interesting. I mean, I had been told that before.
It's spiritual coaching through mediumship. The answer is yes, you can go in this direction.
But how do we define mediumship in terms for Anna's talents and work?
Her mediumship can be where she will be talking to people's relatives and ancestors that have passed on, but she'll also be able to connect to ascended masters, deities, gods, especially when it comes to healing work, because there's healing work here. So the mediumship, I know that typically when people talk about mediumship, they talk about it in terms of I got this person here and this person wants to connect to you. There's that. You will have the ability to do that. This is very strong with that, but your mediumship takes you beyond that as well. It takes you beyond that, especially when it comes to healing work. But when you're going up a level, this is when your mediumship is opening up in a different way to allow you to kind of begin to reach things that, that are beyond the beyond, So that's what's facing you. That's what is here for you. Because I picked these three. before you even came in. So I knew that I'll be dealing with an energy that was lost and has been found by spirit, and is pulling you back into the work and the purpose you're meant to do here.
But yes, indeed, I have a very logical mind, but I have a very strong intuition. So what I'm doing now is allowing the intuition to be more like the first thing I listen to, instead of
Driver's seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.